Howdy folks, and I have decided after a prompt from a viewer, I do pay attention to the comments from the channel viewers, and I don't have many, but you know, I love you guys, not in a homosexual way or anything, but you know, I do listen, so I've decided to restart Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Spoiler alert, I'll try to keep the spoilers to the minimum, but so we're looking now at the Battle of Thermopylae. King Leonidas led the 300 Spartans. That's kind of doing a slight disservice to the Greeks because the 300 Spartans weren't on their own. There were 7,000 Greeks with them.
Spartans!
Although the Spartans did hold out for 2 days on their own. Well, not entirely on their own, they had 700 Thespians with them. And I don't think Thespians back in 480 BC were like the Thespians we have these days. They weren't theatre lovies who performed on the stage, darling. These guys were Billy Badasses. For 2 days they held off an army of between 100 and 150,000 Persians. That's, you know, that's why this battle is so etched in history. The courage. I mean, to be fair, it was a massive bottleneck, and if the Persians hadn't found out about a way to flank the Greek forces, it could probably have held them there indefinitely. But a guy called they're never just called Barbo, are they? A guy called Aphiliates, I'm sorry if I've mispronounced that, I'm not Greek, I'm doing my best, actually showed the Persian army a way to get round behind the Spartan lines and encircle them. So this is basically the opening scene. You do actually get to take over during this fight. It's not just a case of you going, oh yes, King Leonidas was a complete Billy Badass, which obviously he was. But he's even more so now because I'm in charge of him. It's a miracle that he lasts to the end of this fight, because I really... I'm really vague with the controls. I've not quite figured out. I'm sort of there now, but I've not quite figured out how to make him turn around. I think you use the back button, which is counterintuitive because at every other point in the game, the back button makes him walk backwards, not turn around. You turn around using the mouse, but turning around with the mouse in these sort of conflicts doesn't seem to work now. I don't know whether that's just me or my system lagging, because it does seem to run a little bit jerky. I wish I had the money to put an upgrade in, but I don't. So we're going to go and kill some Persians. The guys with the little gold shields around them, those are captains. And you get bonuses for killing those. But as I said, the targeting system is far from intuitive, so I just kind of go after whoever I'm looking at. I mean, you've seen me play World of Warships. By now you should know how professional I am, or unprofessional, depending on which way you want to look at it. But yeah, so this is the opening scene. We go and single-handedly fight the Persians, and I'm going to try and run back here and take out this captain. But as you can see, I get there and then he suddenly decides, nope, you're not going to look that way, you're going to look this way. It's just, I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. If anybody does know, please leave a comment, because it really does bug the crap out of me. I'd probably enjoy these fights if I knew what I was doing. And I know, I could probably go and look online. There's probably an answer out there, but I'm a lazy old man, so I'm not going to. I'm doing okay though. I'm killing a lot of Persians. And there is a relevance to all of this. It's not just a case of look at what the Spartans did. Aren't the Spartans Billy badasses? It turns out in the game. Spoiler alert. Not much of a spoiler alert, but spoiler alert. Turns out that in the game your character is the grandchild, the granddaughter, grandson, depending on which character you choose to play, of Leonidas. So you've got the royal bloodline, which is, I think, why the Cult of Cosmos is so interested in you in the first place. But again, that's a spoiler, and that's to come later. Sorry about that. I've woke up coughing myself senseless this morning. I don't know what's brought this on, but it's like a smoker's cough, and I don't smoke. Which is really sucky because I've got all the symptoms, but none of the benefits. Oh well. So there's a cutscene coming up shortly where you drop down to a lower platform, and so it's just me getting the snot knocked out of me by one of the enemy captains. I forgot what the dodge button was. Yeah, there's a cutscene coming up where you go and fight one of their champions, their elite warriors, and you do that on your own on a separate platform, as you do. Here we go. And this guy's a bit of a Billy badass, and the trick is to not get hit by him, because he hurts when he hits you. Let's do this one. Here we go. The one thing you've got going in your favour is that this guy's got a bloody big axe. And bloody big axes are useful because they take a long time to swing, so you can just step back and not be there when it lands. That's the idea. Now when they glow red like that means he's gonna do an attack that can't be blocked, so you need to dodge that. You need to get out of the way of it. Shift and right mouse to break guard doesn't seem to do very much. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's lag, I'm not quite sure what.
All will bow before him after I crush you.
You know, if this guy did more fighting and less talking, he'd win this real easy. And I'm basically dodging back and then doing a bull charge on him. And I should avoid him now because he's powering up. But I managed to dodge backwards and dodge myself backwards into a corner like a muppet. But that's Sparta kick, that's always cool. Oops. Put myself back in a corner again.
Your army to
Oh,
protect.
we'll just run past him. He's a bit slow, so...
Then why are you bleeding so much?
Again, back myself into a corner. But his health is going down faster than mine is. So. And that was the bull charge there. Did him a lot of damage and got out of the way of his attack as well, so that was quite handy. And
No match for a Spartan.
that's going to leave a mark. I don't think he's getting up from that. Now, there's a bit coming up, and this is a bit about Assassin's Creed. That no, I've got a problem with. Shortly, we're going to cut to the Animus. And it's going to be the usual thing. It's going to be, oh well, we're going to go and we're going to link your DNA to their DNA, and it's like awesome. So what exactly is happening here? When I'm linked to their, am I controlling their actions? Am I changing the past? Am I affecting history by taking control of an historic character and making them do different things? Ooh, that was mean. But that guy talked too much, let's be honest.
We'll never forget. Tomorrow.
I'm tempted to make some joke about and that was how the Greeks invented kebabs, but it's in bad taste.
Remember.
Taste, you see, because he shoved it in his mouth. Taste. There's a double joke in there, almost. Yeah. So here we go. She's in modern times, modern days, and she's found what's left of the spear of King Leonidas.
You really think it's the spear? This is the one.
And she's now going to use the Animus to tap in to the DNA of somebody who wielded that spear.
Okay, let's start her up. Are you sure
And this is where I have my problem.
The book could be just started, Victoria.
Because how can you change something that's already happened?
I'll prep it for you.
And if that's not what you're doing, then essentially what you are doing is this game is just all about going back and remembering things. And I just don't, you know, I don't see why they've tried to do this future tie-in. I just don't see why they've tried to do this future tie-in at all. Anyway, I'll shut up now, because just look how gorgeous this is. I mean, that is just breathtaking, isn't it? I mean, forget all the problems I have with controlling the combat. Forget the problems I have with, you know, the plot line behind the game. Just look at that. And this is the first island. This is the first area that you get to go and quest on. And it's massive. But it's not massive. It's tiny. It's really tiny. And you only realise how tiny it is when you see the rest of the world. But this is absolutely amazing. And here's our eponymous hero. This is Cassandra. She's playing with her granddad's spear for reasons best known to her. And the charming locals have arrived.
Get down here. Cyclops got a message for you.
So if you were in any doubt about whether these guys are the good guys or the bad guys, you now know they're definitely the bad guys. And, you know,
The Cyclops said you like to act tough. So
somebody's
act
gonna
tough.
get hurt.
Get a little closer, and I will.
You should know by now. The Cyclops always collects his debts. You have a lesson.
And that was me again going, do I do the what now?
Cyclops wants to teach me. Tell him to come here himself.
That's one down.
Never mess with the Cyclops.
And the trick here is to parry, let them attack and then counter attack. To time that slightly off. But yeah.
Last week? This shit happens every week.
Don't worry, you're gonna have much bigger adventures soon.
Nah. Thanks for the warning. Ugh. What happened to you?
This is Phoebe, and she's kind of your little hanger-oner on this island.
Hasn't he learned his lesson yet? Apparently not.
She pretty much idolizes you because you've got a pet eagle.
Of course.
So she just takes that as a gift, that you've got a gift from the gods. And
Hungry to Icarus?
but just look at the quality of animation on this. The figures, the detail, the expressions. That eagle looks amazing. And obviously, at every point, you get the option of interacting with these characters, and each interaction does actually change the gameplay.
I know. He's
So on this playthrough, I am going to be doing some things slightly different.
what are you doing here?
I mean, the previous video I uploaded was my first playthrough.
Marcos is looking for you.
I think on this one I'm going to spend a lot more time farming iron, because
Don't know.
iron does seem to be
Want you to meet
one of
him at his new house. On his vineyard.
rarer commodities, and something that you're going to need a lot of to upgrade your gear.
A vineyard? Malaka.
And obviously you need wood and leather as well, but everything that's running around has leather on it, and wood does literally grow on trees. It's the iron's the tough one to find. So if you go around a cave and you get a good run of iron out of a cave, and then you happen to go back past that cave,
So,
a couple of hours later, go in and have another look, because if the nodes have respawned, it's definitely worth going in and looting them again.
I don't know.
And Marcos is...
Marcus's new
I don't know if any of you guys from the United Kingdom remember a series called Minder.
It's south of that.
Marcos is very much an Arthur Daly type character. He's very, very shifty, and he's definitely up to no good. And obviously, as we find out now, he's managed to buy himself a vineyard in spite of the fact that he owes Cassandra money.
I'll go tell Marcos you're coming.
My head.
Now I could just let these guys go. I could do, but they call me shitface and broke my nose, so I'm not going to.
You made a mistake.
Because I'm very much of the opinion that actions like that have consequences, and there they are. Now you can just leave them lying in the middle of the road, but they look untidy, don't they? So now I'm going to take them over to the rocks over here, and We'll leave them nicely on show so the seagulls have got something to pick at.
I'm not getting caught without armor twice today.
There we go. Enjoy the sea view, guys. I'd give you a proper funeral, but you were rude to me, so... And we all know that, I mean, the first thing that you ever learn as a man is you never hit a woman. And now they both know why. That's why you never hit a woman, because she'll stab you in the face. So here we go. Go and get some of my gear.
Let's get this on.
And you can engrave your gear, and you can upgrade your gear as you level up. I mean, this is basically the crappiest gear you can get. I would not recommend upgrading any gear unless it's legendary. You can do it with very rare stuff that's purple. But like I said, you're going to be very short of stuff, so you don't want to waste it unless you have to. Anyway, that's my first go at a replay. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be putting more up in the near future. Please keep watching, like and subscribe. Thanks very much, guys. I'll catch you next time.